Hello, everyone. It's Morphin Mania time. I'm Captain Logan.
I'm DJ.
Hey, DJ, what day is it?
It is day. Whoa, pulling up my calendar.
Hey, everybody, it's day 64, okay? So it's day 64. And DJ, today we're watching the three-parter Changing of the Zords.
Yes, sir. Episodes 19 through 21.
I don't think the Zords change. I think they just put some new Zords with the old Zords.
Shogun Zords, which I like a lot.
I love the Shogun Zords. I'm excited about that. Yeah. We have just a giant arsenal. The Power Rangers, if they did not escalate the fight, are very much equipped to take over the world right now.
Mm-hmm. Especially this giant sword they're about to get.
Yep. I bet they can put it on top of Titanus, too. I bet they could do like the Ultra. Do they ever do that? Do they ever get silly enough to stack all that crap on top of itself, of each other?
Ninja Shogun Titanus Ultra Zord.
Ultra Zord? Well, you wouldn't put Titanus in there in the name of it, but yeah, throw Ninja Zord in there too. You know, make him part of the whole thing. Because I still say he's just a talking Zord.
He's the only living Zord so far, at least in Mighty Morphin.
Yeah, which is weird because if he created the power coins. And he looks like a Zord guy, but then Zordon came up with the Zord ideas. Did he look at Ninjor and he was like, let's make big robots?
Who created Ninjor is the question.
Because his name really should, he's going to make power coins, and there's going to be a power that's not ninja related, but he has this extra power that's ninja related, just in case. And so his name really should be more like Zordjorm?
Zordor. Sounds like something from Lord of the Rings.
But anyway, I digress. Except not really, because we're still talking about Power Rangers. It's Changing of the Zords. It's episode 19 from season 3. If you're watching after the fact, you should get out your Netflix or your DVDs so that you can watch this with us. And we really implore you to actually watch what we're looking at for context. If you are watching live, you can do that more simply by clicking on the link in the Rabbit Room that will allow you to see the very stream that we are streaming, and you won't have to actually sync up with us. So mine is a timestamp 0. I'm going to press play for all of us that are watching live. Thanks a bunch for joining us if you're hanging out with us this evening to watch some more Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Here we go, everybody. Everybody, please press play. It's time for 3 parts. Right? No! I don't know what that voice was. No idea what it was.
Between like a Louis Armstrong and a Zed monster.
And I think to myself... Jeffrey says Changing of the Zords is one of Bob Dylan's underrated songs. Oh, the Zords, they are a-changing. Except they're not,
That should be your next parody.
Yeah, I could do that. Parodies? I want to write some more parodies. I miss those. Mm-hmm.
The Final Crisis, I remember that one.
It's the Final Crisis. Yeah, wow, I can't believe it. That's a deep pull. Wow. I should be embarrassed about that, but I'm not.
Wasn't that on it? That was like on a live Geekvolution Tonight or something.
It wasn't on a live show. No, it was one of the early pre-recorded comic book late nights.
Comic book late night. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember I couldn't find it because it wasn't a separate video.
Yeah. And I think it got taken down because of copyright, which is why I stopped doing those parodies in general.
That makes sense. The Turn one was good. I like the Turn one.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder if she's going to become a Power Ranger.
Oh, one for the count, guys. Those of you keeping score at home, we are up to 11 instances of evil Power Rangers.
Evil Power Rangers. I thought you were counting shopping.
Well, that comes up a bit too. Because if you're a Pink Ranger, you got to love to shop. That's
Jonathan Zachor's name is in the producer credits. Ooh. So he's also a director. And maybe we've seen his name some, and I just haven't thought about it. But see, look, she's angry because she's both evil and in love. And when she's evil in love, her eyes go green. And when it's just generic, or go red. And when it's just generic evil, it's green.
Yeah, all kinds of colors in those eyes. She's like a stoplight. What do you think the yellow eyes mean?
Sorry. I wish Goldar had said that to Ivan Ooze. What good are dormant Zords? I'm sorry, what were you saying?
No, that's much better. No worries. So Shogun.
You picked the better topic. Thanks, man. Yeah. Shogun
Zords. You like them?
Oh, I love them.
I've said this before, but that's the Megazord I had as a kid. That actually, I had all the pieces they could combine, and then they put Eagle.
David says we can't count her as an evil ranger yet because she's not a ranger, but like she will be. Well, actually, can we count it? Because she's not a ranger yet. It's an evil proto range, like pre-ranger. I don't think it counts.
But wouldn't I guess
because Tommy was a Power Ranger. He was an evil Power Ranger. But she is an evil friend of the Power Rangers that someday will become a real Power Ranger.
So she is evil and a ranger, but she was never an evil ranger.
Right. You can't count it.
All right. She's right. Strike that for those of you keeping score at home.
Strike it from the record. Just strike it.
Thank you, David, for keeping us pure.
Yeah, keeping us honest about our Power Ranger counting.
What is this cool set they're in? In like a rainforest.
Yeah.
You don't usually see these three bumbling fools in anywhere but the...
I was going to say in a frame by themselves? Yeah. I'm vaguely reminded of Labyrinth right now.
That was actually kind of funny. The guy who plays Squat had like a bunch of moss stuck in his mouth when he backed up like that and looked up, but he just stayed in character and just kept going.
That's commitment, man.
Yeah, such a class act, that Squat.
Wow. Yeah, Squat's classy.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, look. It's Baywatch. It's Bumbling Baywatch.
Bumbling Baywatch.
Bum, 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 bum.
I do like that they're pushing everyone else in as they're running.
No, this is hilarious. This is legitimately funny. I like.
They're still wearing those same.
Those same swimming outfits that the kids had.
They apparently wear that under their.
Well, aren't they being? No, they're not being lifeguards right now, are they?
No, they had their full police uniforms on.
Oh, so they didn't know they were going to jump in the water.
Maybe that's just their underwear.
Oh, is that the idea? Because it looks like 1950 swimming gear.
No, I think that it's supposed to be swimming wear. It's just we knew we were going to jump in, so.
Because it's amazing that they have that much forethought, you know? Like, I never thought of Bulk and Skull as the Boy Scout types. We're trying to be all fancy with the directing here. Like, Tracklore is being really fancy. Did you see that? Like there's a camera move, and it's like, whoa, it's Rita. She's there.
Yeah, and then she walked from the background to the foreground. They switched over the shoulder shots. Look at this.
Yeah, see, Rightman agrees with me, except he says turn of the century swimsuits. I'm with you. I don't think I said 50s. It's earlier than that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks like something that like the Three Stooges would wear. I like this from Cinematographic. Bumbling Baywatch, rated TVN for not remotely funny. This is the kind of substantial dialogue you can expect in Power Rangers. Hey, how's it going? Pretty good. You? Okay, let's go over here. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, bye.
There's a subtitle for you. Girls giggling.
Writing 101. Never use details that don't reveal something. Power Rangers nails that. It reveals that our characters are vapid.
You calcium.
A good one.
What has to do with bones? We're running out of. We can't just keep calling a bag of bones and a bonehead.
What do bones have? I know, calcium. Wouldn't it be really funny if Rito was just walking around all the time drinking a big gallon of milk? He's like, I gotta improve my bones.
That's how he recuperates after a fight with the Rangers. He just chugs milk.
He's just chugging milk. It's always chocolate milk, though.
And that would be cool if it like just ran out through his body.
Yeah, they should do that, but that's like asking them to do work because that sounds hard. to make it look good, you know.
Tangas on the beach is a thing you don't see very often.
Thomas wants to know if Rita's supposed to be pregnant because she looks like it. I mean, rule of thumb: never tell a woman she looks pregnant. But Rita, I don't know. I didn't notice that. She's not supposed to be right now. She has a kid retroactively later. That's a whole thing.
Oh, yeah, that's a secret kid that they did not mention.
Yeah, it must have happened while they were driving around the moon in an RV.
Well, there's not much to do in an RV. So.
That's when that happened.
Hey, it makes the most sense to me.
Trailer trash Rita and Zed having kids they never wanted.
Rito, take the wheel.
I've got things to do.
Boom.
Wow. They like to come out from under things when they're wearing that suits.
Well, they can just go into trees and into the ground.
Yeah, they like to bury themselves alive.
See, I told you he splits into two.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. He's got he can double himself. That's pretty cool.
That's a nice power. Why don't they all do that and just have like 10 Rangers?
Well, it might be a thing he can only do for so long. You know, like you're playing a video game and you got a special power that activates for 10 seconds and then it goes away. Like it's a superstar in Mario.
Yeah. I want that sound to play. Anything but this Tanga song.
What, just the entire time they're fighting Tangas? We're just
when he turns into two.
I'm just going to keep doing it. Okay, I'm done. La 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 la. Sorry, what?
He can reverse time too. He just flew out of the water.
They are way more powerful in these mid-morph suits.
I know. I'm telling you. I don't know why we need the other suits in this season.
We don't need them at all.
I love the ninja suits. It's all impressive that they can do all that when barely seeing anything. They just have those
superpowers or the choreography.
Yeah,
you can split in two and bury yourself alive when you can't see anything. Oh, Phil, you're right. Phil's remembering a lot of dialogue I've forgotten. He says, I remember Zed told Rita about kids, but she wanted nothing to do with it. Or was it the other way around? Was it that Zed didn't like kids? I can't remember. There's some conversation about that. It would be an amusing plot point if Zed's like, I want kids, and Rita's like, kids suck.
How did she leave? So they don't need their power coins to turn into these Rangers. Because she just grabbed her power coin out of her bag.
Yeah, so like they don't have to have them on their person?
I guess not to morph into these. I guess they don't need them till later when they're
doing but it's really dumb that you wouldn't hang on to them all the time. Yeah, regardless?
Weird. Oh, wait. Yeah, none of them do.
No, none of them do. You know, I remember the scene that she steals them all, or at least she steals more than one. But why, I'm trying to remember when the coins go missing earlier, like, are they not able to morph without them?
Well, I assume they can't morph into their
distance issue,
into their Mighty Morphin suits, but they can just do their ninja suits.
That's weird. Doesn't make any sense.
Guess the ninjetti power comes from something else.
Well, yeah, but she's like getting hurt because the coin's too far away. What is the proximity?
I don't know.
What's the range on this?
Oh, her teleportation effect is cool. She turns back into her monster form for a second.
Oh, that's crazy. So they run with that for a while. I feel like they're actually doing a decent job of trying to keep you from being totally sure that they're going to make her a ranger. But even as a kid, I was like, okay, in about 5 episodes, she's a ranger, right? Like,
what? They just switch back into their beach clothes.
Well, I mean, just whatever they were wearing beforehand. Like,
it's funny to me that Tommy was just like wearing nothing under his ninja suit, but some cargo shorts.
He's just more comfortable that way, okay? Like, it's hot.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was wearing his ninja boots on the beach because he wears.
Zed, what was this? He gets the power coin right up to his face. And he goes, I love the smell of power coin.
What was she sneaking behind her back?
What is she hiding her grade card? Zed, I don't want you to know that I got all A's but just one B. Okay, Tommy, we get it. You work out.
He's actually looks like he's slimmed down since Jason left.
He just doesn't have anybody to spar with anymore.
He doesn't have any like anyone any competition.
And he doesn't have when he's weightlifting. He doesn't have anybody to hold the bar or either to spot him. You know, because he's like because he's weightlifting and nobody else is available. And Rocky walks up and he's like, "Hey, Rocky, could you spot me?" And he's like, "Wait, no, you're Rocky. Never mind. I don't think."
Go play pachinko, Rocky.
It's like, man, remember back when Jason was here and he was like ostensibly the leader. Rocky, we don't want you to be ostensibly anything.
Poor Rocky, never had a chance.
Thomas, that's an interesting theory. The Zed was biting the coin to make sure it's real, maybe? Okay, but he doesn't have teeth, or they're behind his grill.
In between his grill, he was just like clanking it around.
Man, and you don't want to get up in Zed's grill, okay?
Why were you here? Who summoned you, Ninjor?
He's here to get kidnapped. Did you read the synopsis?
Why is he just like randomly showing up?
I don't know. I think he's got an apartment in the city and nobody told us.
Where's that sitcom?
He lives in, well, it's actually in the back of the Power Ranger comics right now, and it's been going forever. It's irritating. The Adventures of Blue Centurion and Ninjor.
Are you serious?
Yes.
They just
That's
like
what
a New York apartment and just like hanging out in a beanbag.
No, that's not what happens in it. And I haven't been I don't know, I haven't been reading it that part. So but that's been the backup feature, and it's just a jokey thing because it replaced the Misadventures of Bulk and Skull.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. Ever since the beginning of Shattered Grid, it has continued.
Oh man. We need to make sure we do an episode with Blue Centurion in the Turbo week that we do, because I don't remember him very well.
In what little Turbo we're gonna actually watch.
I'm not talking to you, Alexa.
Yeah.
She just started talking to me. I don't know what she was talking about.
I'm sorry, I don't know what Blue Centurion is.
She said, I'm not sure. I was like, I don't even know what you thought I
was talking to you. You ever do that where you're just like, nothing I said sounds remotely like Alexa? Hey, Alexa, what? Shut up! I can be mean to you because you're not a real person.
Do you ever use your Alexa?
I'm going to play music through.
The only thing we use it for is timers, because it's in our kitchen, and we're like, Alexa, set a broccoli timer. And
that's useful. I never talk to her. She's probably lonely. Jason does sometimes. He likes the conversation with Alexa thing. He thinks that's fun. Okay. But no, I just use it as a Bluetooth speaker, really.
Yeah.
Which I don't even need if I could just get a Bluetooth speaker. But
oh man, so she has like paralyzing powers?
Yeah, she has a lot of powers, and it's all cat related. And then she's gonna be the Pink Ranger, and she's not gonna have that anymore. She's gonna have to be a crane or whatever.
Why does everybody lose powers when they become Power Rangers? This really is the Richard Lester season.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for the big plastic lightning bolt.
Wait, how did she get in there if she didn't have his power coin?
I don't know, but that was Rita's whole plan. She was like, okay, if we get the power coin, we can get into the Falcon Sword. And I'm like, how? And I still don't know.
And she just turned the Falcon Sword into a bird, but she's a cat.
Chris Martinez says this was a pretty good send-off for Amy Jo. I agree. It's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always impressed that Power Rangers didn't just switch cast members and keep like
just midstream with just a throwaway line about it.
Yeah, who would put you would not expect them to put this much effort, like 7 episodes set up to it.
Yeah, where they're really giving her due because she's been here this long and she's an original Ranger, and being an original Ranger means something now.
Yeah, which unfortunately we didn't get to do with Billy because of the whole situation there.
Yeah, they did not treat him right, but I mean, they didn't treat the actor right. They still gave the character an okay send off by the end, kind of.
Yeah, that's true. They still did more than they
weren't
had
right
to.
for Yost, but yeah, they just throw him away. But you could make the argument that the real thing that the real disservice they did was not letting him be a ranger during Zeo, which he and a lot of us are convinced is because of the politics of it.
Yeah.
That they were kind of penalizing him for his lifestyle choices.
But even the MCU, they just switch actors and they don't call any attention to it. Like,
that's
Power
different
Rangers,
though, because no, I get that, but I mean, like, it's a little harder in the MCU to like replace an actor with a different actor and then do a new character, because most of the time you'd have to make up a character.
Yeah.
You know,
like what I'm
Power
saying
Rangers is a mantle, right? Like, most of the things in Marvel are not mantles in the first place.
But I'm saying before all this, it wasn't a given that they would be new characters. Like, why would they not just recast Kimberly or recast Jason? Like, we only think about it that way because this is how they chose to do it.
No, that's
Either way
true.
would have just been to recast it.
I'm with you. But I think the reason they did it was because this got so unbelievably, surprisingly popular that they were afraid the kids would revolt if they saw a different face. Because after all, as we've talked about a lot, everything in the character that like makes you like that character is pretty much what we bring to it.
Yeah.
Because these characters are not real fleshed out. And so, like, the personality is all in the actor.
Yeah.
And so kids probably wouldn't accept it.
Yeah, there would be nothing when they bring on Catherine. There would be nothing they could tell her to do to be Kimberly if that's the way they did it.
That's precisely the point I made. Like, people would just start, calling her Kimberly, and then kids would be like, "That's not Kimberly. That doesn't make sense."
They would be like, "She's a gymnast and she likes shopping." There you go. That's everything we know about the character.
Yeah. See, get it? She's in a tree because she's a cat, and they climb those.
Yeah. Mr. Incredible will come by and rip the tree out of the roots.
Do you get? See, I might be reading into this a little bit too much, but I think she's in a tree because she's a cat.
So is it weird? So is the spell not just generic evil spell? Is it like heightening feelings that are already there? Because she's getting mad about Tommy and Kimberly, which doesn't seem like something that would come from just a generic evil spell.
And it's hard to say because it's never based on anything that's in the character already and in their personality. It's always just a spell.
Yeah.
So if they're suddenly doing something more complex, like, you wouldn't trust it. You wouldn't buy it. For some reason, I remember that one.
That's the one you remember.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Like,
don't be as mad as a wet hen.
Whatever that means.
What are you, 90? So I missed what color her eyes changed at the end. What color was it?
It was red. So
was it red? It hasn't been green since the one time it was green.
Well, I don't know. But she was thinking about Tommy and Kimberly at that moment, so your theory holds up.
See, so far, red means anger, means love anger.
It's love triangle face. Love triangle eyes.
Love triangle face in Power Rangers is red eyes. Uh-huh.
All right, let's get into part 3.
Okay, so no, we're just to part 2. You're jumping the gun.
Oh man, so much was packed into that. I thought it was 2 episodes.
There was quite a bit packed into that. I'm totally with you. Yeah, but anyway, let's go and jump right into it. Here we go. Everybody, please press play. This is the second part. The second part. Okay, changing the Zords. Everybody, please press play right now.
I'm actually surprised they put one of the Tenga suits in the water like that.
But yeah, red means jealousy. I mean, you think green would mean that?
Yeah, green should be green with envy.
But it's not.
But green with evil is the saying in this universe.
Right. Yeah, I don't know why it's red. I don't think they're actually thinking the thing I'm saying.
It makes about as much sense as Green Hulk versus Red Hulk.
Yeah, sure. Now, Rocky, every time I see you now, I'm just gonna think, don't be as angry as a wet hen. hey, Kat, I know you want to date Tommy, even though you just met him and you don't know anything about him, just like Kimberly did. But don't be as angry as a wet hen. Seriously, like, Rocky only hangs out with his grandparents.
Hey, that's a character thing.
That's who he hangs out with. Yeah, sure. That's more a character thing that we have from him. We don't know anything. What is that shirt?
They're really hyping up those shark cycles. We've been seeing that in the intro forever, and we still haven't seen it.
We haven't seen it yet. And I think it'll show up when it's introduced and hardly ever again, probably.
Like one time.
That's what we do with motorcycles.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a season where we use the motorcycles a lot.
Plot twist, there's never going to be another Pink Ranger. Did you hear that?
What did you say? There's never
did you hear that? There's never going to be another Pink Ranger.
Oh, is that what they said?
That's what they said. Yeah. Her PowerPoint has been nullified, and there will never be another Pink Ranger. So I don't remember how we. Oh, look, it's directed by Jonathan Joshua again. But I don't remember how exactly we get the pink energy back. But do you think it's Zordon again, just going, "I'll use my energy for my head"? You think he does that again?
No, yeah, he's got a lot of head energy.
Because he was like, "This is the only time I can ever do this." But that's sort of like Superman 2, where it's like you can never get your powers back unless you come back here again to get your powers back.
Unless it's the third act.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Unless things are not going well.
I like that Zed kick in the background.
Kneel before Zed. Oh yeah, that's awesome.
It's like a curtain or something. I don't know what it is.
At some point he's going to unveil a statue. Yeah, I don't know what's under that. It's something. Eric, you're just in time to see Evil Catherine.
Oh, cool.
We just had the two-parter where she's introduced, and she's a cat. And did you remember that she was a monster?
No.
Because we did not remember that she was a monster. And now she's just being evil and infiltrating with the Rangers. And we realized, thanks to David Crabtree, that we cannot count, because we've been counting things, we can't count her as an evil Ranger.
She's not a Ranger yet?
She's not a Ranger yet. And we didn't even think of it. You can't really count it.
Well, do you count? Well, okay.
Tommy counts because he's a Ranger.
Because he's a Green Ranger, yeah.
Yeah, he's already got the power coin when he's evil.
Sure.
But she's not a Ranger yet. She's a monster.
That's fair.
Or at least
so the Psycho Rangers won't count as Rangers? As evil Rangers?
I haven't seen that stuff, so I don't know.
I would count them as Rangers because we counted the evil Rangers in season 1, the sockheads.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Okay. I guess
we did. Or at least,
Rangers.
I guess we're counting anything that's wearing something that looks like a Ranger suit.
Sure.
Yeah.
But she's straight up not a Ranger.
Okay.
She's a cat and a monster.
We were just counting that because we know what happens.
I'm trying to think of another example where there's a character that's bad that will later become a Ranger. So I guess Astronema also won't count as an evil Ranger.
Yeah, she wouldn't. Yeah. That's true. But we were talking earlier, Eric, about how she is so much better at pretending to not be evil, and how it makes sense that they don't know she's evil, especially because, I mean, to be fair, DJ, that's partly because there's not like an evil Ranger running around and they're trying to figure out who it is.
Yeah, well, also, she doesn't just sit working out with a mean mug on like Tommy did the whole time.
Well, it makes sense.
Triangle face!
And it makes sense to pretend you're not evil when you're evil.
Yeah. Tommy should have thought of that.
Again, this is the Dragonlance thing of why do the evil wizards wear black robes to let everyone know that they're evil?
See, we're trying to figure out if she's actually that much smarter than Tommy, or if they have different spells that make them do different things.
Or has the writing improved?
Well, that's
Frankenstein! That's pretty good. Frankenstein is pretty good. Well, look at that guy.
Oh, but he doesn't look like Frankenstein. That's disappointing.
Yeah, he's got a scepter, and he looks like a frog king.
I would call him the lizard wizard. Obviously.
Yeah, that's probably a thing somewhere already, but that's too easy and obvious. Zed never goes. Zed overcomplicates his monster names. That's what he does.
Oh.
Are you TMI Alpha?
Like
TMI.
The sorcerer dial.
He's thinking.
Like, even if he was pieced together from other things, the Stein thing just doesn't work for me.
No, I don't like that either.
Recycle. I love that we have recycle posters like posters in 1984. where
That's really funny. Big Brother is telling you to recycle.
yeah, and there's a big globe like an eye.
Zordon was really spazzing out in that. Did you see that? He's like, oh yeah.
They get in a corner where there's no one around, but Rocky looks like he's trying to look through the wall to see if there's anybody watching them. He's like really paranoid.
We can agree that the whatever Ranger power is a really weak call.
We haven't talked about that.
We just mentioned that last episode.
Yeah, we were just complaining about that. And Jason even brought up something I hadn't thought of, which is it's not until Zeo that Kat finally gets a call that's not dumb.
It's still kind of dumb. It's just a number.
That's true, but it's still better than Pink Ranger power. Like when she first becomes a Ranger, she has to just say Pink Ranger power.
Or well, thank God she didn't have to do. She doesn't have to like summon her Zord and be like, Pterodactyl, we need Thunderzord power. Thunderzord, we need Ninja power.
Yeah, she just had like say
Pterodactyl
15
form
things.
of a crane.
By your powers combined. Yeah, so he's got a big face and a little face. The monster. Did you notice that? Like on his chin, he's got a face.
Does he?
So
we've been doing that a lot this season.
Yeah. So instead of the Frankenstein thing, so I guess that was the thing that Sentai was doing. Instead of a Frankenstein thing, I would have gone with more of like a Jekyll Hyde kind of thing.
Well, one of those was from Kamen Rider Black RX. The Masked Rider guy had the face on his face.
That was a face on his face. He has a cool design. Because we have a quota to maintain, DJ. We got to make sure that we do the Ed Zed joke at least once an episode.
Is that your least favorite thing about this season? Is the Ed joke?
It just keeps going and going, and yeah, it's the Energizer Bunny of the season. It's irritating. But Eric, we were talking earlier about they said at the beginning of this episode that her power coin has been neutralized, and there will never be another Pink Ranger.
I heard you say that as I was changing my shirt.
Yeah, so I'm wondering.
That is an outfit.
Yeah,
that is a very 90s outfit, but like that TV 90s that I feel like is like Canadian 90s, which is American 80s.
Yeah, but she was right at home because she's Canadian.
Oh, maybe she's just a decade back in fashion, like all Canadian television.
Yeah, but the actress is Canadian, not the character. And I don't think she got the writing her own wardrobe. That was just a joke I was making.
Hey, I had to do that on the set of Spider-Man. They made me bring my own wardrobe.
Canadian?
Yeah, I had to be. No, they would.
I don't think they let him do that because he'd be in a scene where there wasn't even nobody knows about Spider-Man. Well, no, they don't know about Spider-Man.
I guess there's on the set of on the set of.
No, I guess there could be Spider-Man merchandise already.
Well, yeah, they were the Avengers masks.
But there's not a Spider-Man mask, right? He's not big enough yet, right?
Not at that point. Not at Homecoming.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe in Far From Home. The second in the Home trilogy.
About the thing that, unlike all those fake Power Rangers, have you ever given the coin to someone that doesn't deserve it, Zordon?
Well, Rita had the coin. If we're going with movie continuity,
this whole thing again. Did that
Ninja Ranger power? You do only do that when they go to Ninja Ranger.
Yeah, they do this with mid-morph. And we've discovered something about the mid-morph.
It's not really a mid-morph. Yeah, it's like a whole different.
Yeah, it makes more right, but well, yeah, I keep calling it mid-morph. Like they can still morph directly into their regular suits without it, I guess. But we very often see them morph from this. But I don't know. I'm gonna keep saying mid-morph because I like it. Anyway, but they're more powerful when they're wearing these than when they have their regular suits.
That's what you said last time.
Yeah.
But here's last time I was here.
I cannot remember what the shows you've been on. Sorry.
Here's a possibility. Because everything listed off was like abilities they have.
Yeah. Maybe
they just have a bunch of abilities, but like when they're Power Rangers, they are more powerful. Like they're physically more powerful. So they have good ability. They have more abilities as ninjas, but as Rangers, that's like when they can like really fight. Is that possible?
Except they do more cool choreography and stuff when they're wearing those, when they're fighting the Tangas.
Well, it's not as constricting, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, it's probably about the same amount of constricting. It probably doesn't crack and break as easy.
Okay, but you started in TV show logic, and then it turned, and then suddenly your argument turned into 2A behind the scenes argument.
They're so encumbered by the power of the suits, they can't like flip all over the place all the time. Like,
good save.
It's more, yeah.
Well,
it's just like how George Lucas used to explain the lightsabers when he was making the first movie. He's like, it's so physically powerful, you have to have both hands on it all the time. And then by the time we get to Empire, we just ignore that. Yeah. But yeah,
I kind of like that as an explanation. But,
me too.
But then we had to get fancy.
Yeah.
Kabams!
Yeah, but Empire's fight wouldn't have been what it was if Luke had that. If they both had to have their hands on the lightsaber, on both hands on the lightsaber.
Okay, so for the record, DJ, when we're playing it like more epic things are happening, we don't have the stupid Watch the Tango music.
That's true.
We did lose that here, so that's good.
No, I would love it if Kimberly was like dying as they're saying "Watch that tango" 1,000 times.
Spoiler alert: she doesn't die.
No, she has to come back in Turbo and be evil.
Red eyes, and there was no jealousy there, so I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so my whole theory is out the window. See, she had green glowing eyes one time when they did like a Mystique ending, and then she's glowed red eyes ever since then, which I decided was about jealousy because there's like a love triangle.
Yeah, but that's what she's doing right there. She said, "Poor Kimberly, Tommy will get over you. I'll make sure of it."
DJ, it still works. It still fits.
Oh, yes. His mouth is a face.
Yes, his mouth is a face. Fang face, good one. See, the thing is,
that's a better name than Frank.
Yeah, I mean, when you monsters with names that could just be the monster name. Yeah, like how's that an insult?
Fangenstein also could have been an insult that they hurled at a monster
named Fangface.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Fangenstein, and then like, are you sure somebody's just like a good one?
Power up. They say that when they teleport now? That was weird.
Probably just this time.
Up and away.
What? Yeah, it was power. That was the most literal use of the phrase "power up" I've ever heard. Power that way. Rockman says it's Fangenstein.
That's tricky to do in text.
Yeah, that's pretty good. He just used a bunch of E's.
Do you guys know about that like alternate dimension theory? Because so many people think it's Bernstein bears instead of Berenstain bears.
Oh yeah, that's a whole thing. Even made a video about it.
Yeah, I about that. Apparently, sometimes it's printed the other way.
Yeah, and he showed that too.
Yeah, so that's not misremembering.
No, it's definitely
just lies.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get to one of those when we do Moonraker.
What's that?
I have. What was that? What's that called? That thing that AVGN keeps making videos about, but he's not doing it.
He's not using the
He's
right...
just saying he misremembered something.
I can't remember the name of it. What is that?
Mandela
effect.
I have a Mandela effect I discovered I had in
Moonraker.
We'll talk about
I'm excited to find out about that.
Yes.
Cool. Look forward to it, everybody.
Well, you'll have seen it if you're watching this not live.
It might have come out by then. Yes.
What was Zed just doing?
That's a cool set.
Yeah. Cool.
That's Star Trek worthy.
But he's back in his I was gonna say first season TNG, but yeah, sure. No, that's a cool table. Did you ever see that TNG episode? I think it's called Vengeance. Is it Vengeance? No, I forget. Did you? I'm rusty right now. Did you ever see that TNG episode where there were like people who got kidnapped and they like only remembered bits and pieces of it, and they were trying to reconstruct from the holodeck, and they were like, "Hey, holodeck, make a table," and they make like a really specific table, and then the holodeck makes this really specific table. When Worf just says, "Make a table," it's just like the one we were lying on.
No, I don't think I have seen that episode.
I like that a lot. It's really funny.
She's a cat again.
Can everybody please quit petting Cat, who's eventually going to be a Power Ranger? Stop it. But yeah, I didn't remember that she was
she didn't even wait. Like, they're right over there.
Right behind the bush.
Well, she knows they're dumb.
But she's still up ahead of the bush. Oh, maybe she guys for Skull now because she knows Kimberly's in the Skull.
Yeah, and Kimberly's supposedly into Tommy, and that's why she's into Tommy.
Still trying to keep that thing going.
She just likes Tommy because he's the most important
it's canon
character.
I think they just Tried green one time and didn't like it and switched to red.
You know, Tommy's like Venom. He's Saban's most popular.
That is true.
But that is true.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to think of a Power Rangers character that like it would be like the Magna Defender. Where, like he's really popular in the season he was in, and oh yeah, he's the most popular character.
You guys, this is it. We've come to it finally.
Why are we playing like the Zed music?
No, this is awesome. Here it comes. Do you guys know what's about to happen? This is when Zed gets into the command center.
Oh.
Yep. It's my favorite thing he does. And it's after they make him less scary and stuff, but he comes back to it. I'm pretty sure I'm right. I'm pretty sure this is where that happens.
Because he'll have her power coin?
Yeah, and that's how he gets into the command center. Now, if I'm wrong, that sucks. But
Mandela effect.
I'm pretty sure this is where it happens. No, it definitely happens, dude. It's not Mandela effect. It definitely happens.
It's only Mandela effect if he can find a group of other people that also misremember it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just misremembering.
Yeah.
Which AV Jan does not understand.
No, he does not. That's just Cap not remembering things. Well, isn't this surprisingly dramatic for the show?
3 blinks he did.
Here it comes. And this is the cliffhanger for this episode. So they will bring him in and they will pause on him and wait for tomorrow. But we don't. We don't have to wait for tomorrow. We're going to keep going.
And like air them daily?
Oh,
like
man.
that's nuts when you think about that now, right?
You guys, I love this so much.
He's shaking the helmets.
Yeah, it's the best. He hasn't even teleported
Rocky
in
looks
yet.
confused. Everyone else knows what's happening. Rocky looks confused. Like, what's going on, guys?
This is what drama face looks like.
Oh, he brought his whole.
I know.
His whole chair.
Isn't it the best? So when I build my command center,
Wait.
I'm going to put a Zed chair in.
But he brought his whole chair in backwards so that he can turn.
Yes, yes, because that's what you do. This is so dramatic. Ah, it's the best. Yes. He brought his dry ice machine. He's just sitting around. That's all I'll take it. Chris in the comments says this freaked me out as a kid. This is part of the love this character.
So wait, we still haven't gotten Master Mile.
Right.
He's late in this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're almost done.
Not that far in though. Well, no, I'm not. I'm wrong. We're 20 episodes in. Yeah,
We're about halfway.
No, I'm wrong. I keep thinking we just started the season.
This is like better than this is on par with Ivan News. This is really good.
Yeah, and it shot really well. That track thrower guy can really shoot things.
No,
That's
like,
the monster name.
Look how good he looks there.
This is why I love this character. And this is after we've messed this suit up enough that we keep seeing problems with it. Like, we never suit.
I've noticed the spine is fixed recently.
Oh, okay. That's good. It took them a while to figure it out.
Unless it was just out of order. I don't know how they shoot these things. He just laughed at his puppet.
Oh, Zero, that's a good one.
See, they're still playing him really silly, but they're lighting him like he's scary and
good.
Hey, he's playing that okay for him.
Way to go, Jay Step Frank.
He's playing that okay for him.
He played it like he was about to say something.
You know what? Nothing that's coming to me is really that dramatic. No, I probably shouldn't say it. No, what Eric wanted was for the episode to end on Rocky's face.
Yeah, we're just like, what's happening, guys?
Don't be a wet hen.
Don't be a wet hen. The still at the end is just him going.
How do you get here?
Oh, you guys, it's almost by default my favorite episode of this season. Like, it's not really, but I just love that ending so much.
We keep saying we're going to do like top 10 lists at the end of these seasons, but we might have to do it for this one.
We haven't done that because we're really bad at our jobs.
Well, and this one would be difficult because there's some multi-partners.
Yeah, No, that's rough. It
So
would
it's
be
called
easier
changing
for
of the Zords. Do they get new Zords in this?
they get new Zords, but they don't change.
They still use the ninja ones.
This is we're pretty sure where they add the Shogun Zords.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to be Shogun because they don't get the other ones till the Alien Rangers show up.
That still counts to me.
Yeah,
though.
and the whole plot. Well, no, but it's weird to call it changing because
if they regularly use the Shogun Zords now.
They just keep using them both, though. Like,
Okay.
they don't use the Shogun Zords more than the Ninja Zords. Unless I'm wrong about that. And if so, you win, but I don't think that's the
I
case.
don't think so.
But yeah, the whole plot of this is Zed is going to use those Zords, and he's going to make them pilot them for some reason. Well, I guess he would probably need their coins to get in them in the first place. I guess that's what they're doing. That makes sense. That's as close to making sense as this show ever gets. That's pretty good. All right, folks, it's time for the third episode and last one for today. A little longer today because of a three-parter. Changing the Zords Part 3. And get ready to press play when I say now. Here we go. Good stuff. Everybody please press play. Oh, back to action right now. So I forgot that. Well, I guess I didn't forget, but I didn't think of it. Since he brings his chair in, if I ever build my command center, I'm going to put a Lord Zed chair in it. You know? Because there's no seating in there anyway. So, like, you wouldn't have any place to sit.
Yeah, but
in your command
you want to
center.
have to constantly apply that much dry ice, because without the dry ice, it's just not going to fit.
And, you know, it might be worth it, though.
Well, you could just get a smoke machine.
Yeah,
machine.
I could just turn on a smoke machine when company comes over. You know?
Just spin around as they walk in.
Yeah. Hey, where's Cab Logan? That's what I would do.
That's how we should start these episodes.
Where I just spin around.
Yeah.
It's just DJ going. Bar, 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 bar.
Day 64 of Morphin Mania.
So they're already showing the Shogun Megazord in the thing?
That would be the first time they did it, though. They must have just added it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just so well shot. Yeah, I know.
He's spinning back around.
I just wanted to remind you what my name starts with.
Wait, so that kind of petered out. He didn't do anything.
Written by Stuart St. John.
He just went there for dramatic effect to scare them and tell. No, he did. He told them they have to pilot his Zords.
Okay, but he could have just like.
He could have done that over the viewing globe.
Yeah,
well, yeah, but he's showing. He's trying to show them how much power. Look, if you're Zed, that's how you do that. Okay.
Well, he could have at least broke some stuff in there.
It's not like he was exerting his force and was like, "Look, I can go here." Like they had to like get him ready for beaming.
Right, but that was him. But like he's forcing them to do something, and like he's got them over a barrel.
It's a power move.
So it's a power move, and that's proof to him that they might actually do what they're saying they will.
Yeah, they cut the scene where he started feeding them all jelly beans.
Yeah, he's just being intimidating. You're right, though. It would have been better if he just broke in because he had the coin. Like, if they didn't have to beam him in. Did they beam him in?
They said they were, like, making the preparations for him.
Yeah.
Well, they just had to push the strap off to the side for the big chair.
They didn't know he was bringing the chair.
You know, like, earlier Alpha was playing jacks or something.
I wish
just had to get that stuff out of the way.
We cut to Rocky, like, who is it? Who's it going to be? And, like, it's turning, he's like, it could be anybody.
They should have played it like
It could be Galactus.
They should have played it like Green with Evil, where they don't know that it's Tommy. The chair turns around. Kimberly's not there, but somebody faints. And
Rocky faints.
Of course, Rocky faints.
Poor Rocky. We're picking on Rocky so much.
He's such a doormat, man. I can't
like him as the Blue Ranger. He's better as Blue.
He is better as Blue. Yeah, but then he just like hurts himself.
Yeah, that's the worst. He gets written out because he just like jumps over the ropes and lands on his back.
Yeah, you notice how Zordon never calls him a true Power Ranger. Hey, look, Billy built another dumb-looking thing.
Did you ever read Spirit vs. Spider-Man? Like any of
the ongoing?
Yeah,
the beginning of it. I read the first couple issues.
So there's only 5 of them, and there's a bit where they're talking about they can't call themselves the Sinister Six because there's only 5 of them.
Oh yeah, right.
He's like, yeah. But that's the mystery. People wonder who are 6 members. It could be Galactus. And then Power Man, the Iron Fist busts in. I was like, I only see 5 of them. Really, who the 6th one is? It could be Galactus.
That's hilarious. That everyone goes to Galactus.
Yeah.
Look, they're partying again. Okay, remember how a couple episodes ago I said Zed doesn't like anything, and
what
somebody
is he
said,
doing?
"Hold on," and somebody said he likes samba. Okay, I mean you're right. Like,
wow, and immediately Zed, all the fire is taken right out of him. He's ukulele.
He should have broken him. Yeah, he's playing the ukulele.
Right, but that's like
Is that why you like him?
production designers like kids ukulele, and they couldn't afford to replace it.
There's some kid on set with a ukulele. Excuse me, child.
Yeah, I like the idea that the guy in the Zed suit just walked up and grabbed it from him.
Why do they look better here than they do in the movie?
Because the masks.
It always bugged me with the masks in the movie is that they just take them off and then morph them back on. Like it looks like, I mean, it's not like a lot of work, but like it looks like there was work put into no mask to mask.
Look, she has hypnosis powers.
Yeah, like they're really powerful. And like I get that you're saying the idea that you had that they have more power.
Look, he's
like,
giant.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
man.
can get enormous.
That's insane.
And he can also duplicate himself.
I'm also willing to bet that's a Japanese man.
Yeah, Adam can duplicate himself. Rocky went into a tree at one point.
Yeah, that's the thing is that all that stuff is our footage.
Yeah.
And we had a giant Rito a couple episodes ago with our Rangers on screen, and it looked pretty good.
Okay.
With a big head. Like, we saw a big head on it, like, just off screen. It was great. In an episode with otherwise really dodgy effects, like that flying car in the alternate universe.
See, if this is written nowadays, we just break everything. Like, he's, like, looking at things, trying to figure it out, but, like, this is like a Zack Snyder movie. Like, he just break everything and hope that worked.
That's true. And we'd have no coverage of this
show.
And we'd have no coverage of this cave. We wouldn't even know what location we were in.
So, is Power Morphicon always in California?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there like a tour that you can take since you're already in California to the locations they shot in?
In fact, they did it when I was there the day before I got there. So they made that the Thursday thing before the con started on Friday.
Okay.
And it was a new like last minute thing they came up with. So like nobody knew about it until the 11th hour.
That's the first thing I thought of when I saw like them at the park. Like I don't know why just now, but like I saw them at the park. I was like, that's a real park in California. That would be cool to go to.
And they take you to Vasquez Rock, and they take you to the place where the actual observatory is. That is the command center. And yeah,
they should give.
I'm pretty sure they go there because I think that is local. But of course, it's not on top of Vasquez Rock.
They should give you glasses that have like Vasquez Rock on the top part of the glasses,
and then you just
so that when you look at it, it looks like it's there.
So these are just like really primitive looking pattern enhancers from Star Trek.
So a Zed fight, that never happens.
That's true.
Zed's actually fighting. I wonder if they watched this episode when they made him for the game.
Is that what they did? They just went to this?
Yeah.
What's the signature move? Punching thing.
When does that game come out?
April.
Okay.
But he's talking about the phone game.
Yeah, I don't know if he's in that game or not. Hopefully he is.
He better be. I don't care.
Cap's going to protest.
Yes, I'm going to protest the budget Power Ranger fighting game.
With 4,000 characters.
No, I bet it's got like 25, right? Like, it's not going to be like
I will be really angry if it's like 6.
It won't be that bad, surely. Surely it won't be Sega Genesis.
Or it's like 25 and it's like one Ranger from each season and no monsters.
I mean, I don't know what else they can do.
Did that because they know what the fans really like. Like, they'll put villains in it. They haven't showed that yet, but
they won't have any mainstays. They'll only have like Rapping Pumpkin and like the bad guy from Time Force.
Like Snizzard.
Yeah.
They better have the Invincible Flytrap.
And love Eye Guy. That guy's cool looking. Look at his face. He's got no face.
Yeah, he looks like a paper mache man. Somebody paper mache'd your head.
Hey guys, do you ever think that when we're standing here doing this, there's people around, they just think we look silly? Oh, I remember this guy.
Yeah, me too.
He should be called the Flasher.
Hey, Rangers, you want to buy a watch?
And I guarantee you in the Sentai, that is what the joke is.
I bet so.
Because they have different standards for what's appropriate for children than we do.
It's just going around scaring little children, and we keep shooting them from behind, and we don't see the eyes for a long time.
I bet you that's what
and they
happens.
just flip it open, and you can see little boys and girls just running, ah! And then when you finally show it to us, it's not obscene, but you keep imagining that it is. See, we don't do this enough where Zed and Rita go against each other. Where she's like, he's taking too long. I'm going to do something else.
Rocky, shut up.
Because he's always there. He never... This is the first time he's actually doing something.
Rocky needs to really
But his one-liners are awful. He was like,
he's talking about Zed, but yeah, go ahead.
Your future looks really dim.
Yeah, I was talking about Zed.
That's not a pun. That's not clever. Like, why?
No, and like, it's not fair. They're just throwing Cardenas under the bus. Because... Like, I don't think he's a good actor or anything, but he's not making up those lines of dialogue.
No, it's Rocky. It's consistently Rocky as a character. Did he turn like a gem?
Yeah, he has like 15 things that don't go together.
Adam's like, is he rubbing it?
How long are we going to stand here staring at it not saying anything? Oh, funny how you're talking, but your mouth's not moving. Oh, now it is.
This is really impressive for, like, this is clearly all our footage.
Yeah, it looks good.
It looks really good.
No, it's really cool that, like, you got to give them a lot of credit for finally making this show.
Yeah.
And I don't know
if
there's
any stuff like this in Mighty Morphin. Or any major stuff like this. Because, like, obviously we'll do this later.
And we have confirmed, maybe you were here for it, that we did shoot some Megazord stuff.
Yeah.
Jeffrey says, Tommy failed. That's a first. No, just since White.
Which is why Green Ranger's better.
Oh, wait, this isn't Shogun. Or is this Shogun?
Wait.
Is this how we get Shogun?
They're just ancient whatever their Zords are, even though they don't have the animal characteristics of those.
Yeah,
so it's like ancient bear Zord.
I can't remember. DJ, are these just separate Zords that act like Megazords, or do we put this together and that's Shogun?
Yeah. Because in the Sentai, these are the first Zords, because they're the building, the temple that the ninjas are in, and it turns into the Zord. But
hey, I didn't know that ever happened again. I forgot about that.
Oh, the snake.
Yeah, it turned back into a snake. How did hitting him with a sword make that happen? He hit him with Saba, and then his staff turned into a snake, and then he got upset and he left.
Is that a biblical thing? Is that like Moses? Like,
yeah.
Like at some point, is Tommy going to throw down his sword and becomes a bigger snake and it's going to swallow? Or like Zordon throws down a staff and it's a bigger snake and swallows the...
That would be pretty impressive if Zordon threw something. I don't
know
how he did
Well, Alpha would do it for him.
Oh, okay.
Just like Moses' brother spoke for him. We always forget that in adaptations. But Moses' brother spoke for him.
Alpha, bring me my ass!
Moses really is the most drawn character in the Bible. He's got flaws and stuff.
Are you saying Zordon is Moses?
I mean, so is everyone else in fiction.
Yes, but
everyone else's fiction is Moses or Jesus or both.
But
because Superman's both.
But Zordon could literally be the biblical Moses. You know, he could.
Yeah. Okay, I guess.
Like, why not? Because he's ancient.
Also, based on his face, he could be a space jockey from.
We talked about this. We talked about this because DJ said that he looks like a space jockey in the movie when he's laying in his thing.
Yeah, he does. He does. Maybe he's one of them. Whereas they're now called engineers, but I won't accept that.
They're still standing there.
Wow.
So they can't move them. They're just gonna stand like.
They can't do anything without Tommy. Okay.
But why did Zed give them to them? I don't understand.
No, I don't think Zed gave them to him. To them.
Well, they did. He did so
yeah,
that
Rita sent them down.
Oh.
So now he just accidentally gave them over?
Well, I think he wants them to do something with them.
Well, he does. He does. But
they just have to rewire it.
Was it a trap?
Yeah, does he no longer have the leverage over them that he did? Because they were going to pilot them for him because he had leverage.
Oh, I guess it does look like the animals, kind of.
Oh, it does.
Okay. So it's a wolf and a frog and a...
Okay, never mind. That works.
That's fine.
That must have all been from the same Sentai then.
No, it is.
Okay.
Because as DJ was just explaining, these are the first Zords in the Sentai.
I missed that.
We moved to the... Yeah.
But now that you say that, I have heard that before. I forgot all about it.
What's weird... That is real rough on those shoulders. Also, clearly a female Zord.
Right.
And it's the crane, not the falcon. So this is that whole weird thing we get into because we have a pink ranger, but there's no pink Zord.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's like in the Zord with Tommy for the rest of it.
So... I'm trying that. Sorry.
Okay.
I completely lost my thought.
Okay.
The Zords. Oh, we kind of do a thing like this later in Lost Galaxy with the Tauros Megazord and the something else Megazord, where like we have like evil Zords under control of the bad guy. But like we didn't really do that here.
Well, when I finally see all that stuff, I'm gonna be able to play that Trivial Pursuit game.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of Lost Galaxy questions?
There's just a lot. What's that Zord? What's that Megazord?
Well, if this doesn't prepare you for that game, nothing will. This
because
year-long quest
for all the story, and we don't know what's happening. We'll see those Zords 100,000 times.
Have you guys played that yet?
No, we're gonna wait till we're at the end of it.
Oh, okay.
Because then we'll have seen everything. Because if we play it while we're watching it, we're gonna get a bunch of references to things we haven't gotten to yet.
That's fair.
Yeah, no spoilers. Is that all this monster does?
But
yeah, that's all he does.
That's the one thing.
You got one job.
I hope that guy's in the fighter.
What, the Shogun Management?
No, that guy.
Oh, no, that guy, the Flasher?
Yeah, the Flasher.
So this is the one with the Flasher? Is that what we're calling this episode?
Yes. Yeah, write it down. Write it down. The Flasher is a character in Munchkin.
Yes, he is.
Was that an intentional reference to that, or did it just
no? But I after I said that, I was like, oh yeah, there's that card in
the Munchkin card.
Super Munchkin.
I have Ninja Turtles Munchkin sitting right here.
But I want
to play this, Eric. It's awesome.
I want to play that. I want.
Oh, I just saw that the other day.
I want him in the fighting game, and I want him to be the like character that's like really cheap, where you just stand back and you just shoot lasers, like you don't have physical contact.
Jeffrey,
like Hawkeye.
Jeffrey says the monster also makes a pretty good pasta salad, but nobody ever asks it to. Why is she messing with his head?
He was sad and crying, and she was trying to cheer him up.
Which is funny because she ruined his plans because he wasn't going fast enough for her. Because seeing adults sleeping with fingers in their mouth is always funny.
That's one of those jokes that just needs to die. Like people saying mommy when they're scared. Like it just needs to die.
Yeah, they always go for the classics. DJ, I have nothing
That's
to
an
say.
effect we use a lot in Beetleborgs.
What's that?
That
Super
like
speed.
sped up footage with like weird sound effects.
We do that constantly.
Well, one of the Beetleborgs has super speed, so that's what they use.
Oh, that's
super speed,
why.
super strength, and telekinesis.
Yeah, because she always does this before she does something super strong.
Yeah, before she does super strong. I think speed is snapping. I don't remember what telekinesis
it's cool that
I don't know, he like wiggles his nose or something.
It's cool we got some continuity and we haven't gone immediately right back to status quo. Like they still have her power coin. We're doing kind of the Green Ranger thing where like she doesn't have power right now.
But we've completely forgotten Kat in this episode.
I bet she shows up again right at the end, right?
Is this a 4-parter?
No, but we haven't resolved anything with her yet.
Yeah, see, it's changing his Zords because Zed still has the old Zords. So they have new Zords now.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I think they get them back later, right?
I assume so.
Okay, never mind. I will stop complaining about that title.
Season 3 is the my Morphin I'm least familiar with, so. Which is interesting because it's kind of the most like what the show will later be.
That's true, yeah. And in a lot of ways, it's the most watchable season.
It's just real sappy.
See, this is where they discover that they have a lot more in common than they ever realized, because all of the drama for both of them is, I lost my powers. Oh no!
Oh yeah, we do have to count a loss of powers.
Yes, yeah, you gotta write that down. Power loss.
Wait, but
really gotta call the electric company.
Okay, so he says, "Remember what you said to me when I kissed?" This is a children's show. Where he's like, remember
dude, they made out in an episode. Like,
but he's like, remember what you said to me when I lost my powers? She's like, well, you always have us. Like it's gonna be okay. They stopped talking to him the second he lost his powers.
That's true. They were going to the same school, but we never saw him.
She has reason to worry that she is just going to not be in this friend circle anymore.
That's true. There should be an episode where like they go in the cafeteria. It's like, we're not sitting with her.
You know, that would be an interesting thing to do with Power Rangers. I mean, we'll never do this.
Yeah,
but
you're gonna say something too interesting, right?
Let's pretend that like we write interesting things for Power Rangers.
Yeah.
If someone loses their powers, and like just doesn't have them anymore, and like wants to stay friends, and like they kind of stay friends, but we're always doing important Power Ranger stuff, and like we're always bailing on you, and like that's a story to tell.
Yeah, we do that instead of just.
It's like no, we still want to be friends with you. We just don't see you anymore because we're Power Rangers.
Yeah, you do that instead of just the age-old staple of you never show up to dates with me. Where it doesn't just affect your romantic relationship.
Well, and it would be interesting because so often at the beginning of seasons, there are characters that don't know each other and they're thrust together into being Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And you would have like the thing of like, it's like, well, I guess we're all friends because we're always together. And if you're not here being a Power Ranger, like, what are we?
Yeah, and we don't have as much in common now. We don't have like stuff to share. And...
Yeah, these are things to do in Power Rangers.
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds like something Go-Go would do.
It does sound like something Go-Go would do. I guess that's kind of what they did with Kimberly's ex.
Oh, that's exactly what they did with him. Like he couldn't really be in the circle because he didn't share that.
But I think it could still be fresh and interesting if someone that was a Ranger and then lose because they know why they're no longer in the circle.
Yeah, I totally agree. And that's why I wish they had started with Go-Go, with the comics we're talking about. And then you saw the end of the Green Ranger saga, and then we
stopped talking to him.
Yeah, they just stopped talking to him.
And then we do that arc again, but with Tommy. It's mirrored, and it's really interesting in retrospective.
If you're watching live, thanks a bunch for streaming with us. I hope you've been enjoying it. We are going to move on and do one more. And when I say one more, this time I mean one more show that will only have one episode in it, which is very unusual for us. We usually do 2 or 3, but we're just going to be doing episode 22, Follow That Cab. That will be the only episode in this show because the very next episode is another 3-parter, and it was the only way to arrange it. So just one more for this evening with one episode in it. So join us for another 22 minutes, won't you? And thanks so much for watching. If you're watching after the fact, thanks for being here today, and we will see you tomorrow for a short one. Anyway, thanks a bunch for watching, everybody. I was Captain Logan. This was Eric.
I'm Sarah.
And DJ.
See you later, guys.
And we'll see everybody a little bit later. Thanks for watching.